Hello, everybody. Hey, Tammy.
Hey everybody, hey Lisa.
Hey, sorry for the delay. I had with all the moving around stuff. My computer got unplugged, and it must have did updates or something when I logged on to get on with Tammy, which was late to begin with. Um, it was like freezing and everything, and I don't usually have the freezing issues because
Okay.
of our internet, but
Yeah.
I said I'm not dealing with this. I'd rather start a minute or two late.
Yeah. Good
But
to
let's
see
see who
you.
we got in here. I'm going back up to the top. Hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Hey, Heather, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms.
Hello.
Heather had a live stream yesterday while I was painting, and I
Mhm.
just had sat down for a minute, so I joined in, but it was
Oh,
called The Fog. So I
awesome.
said, "Is that the movie by Adrian Barbeau with Adrian Barbeau?"
Yeah.
But
Troy
it was
Sutton, I
cool.
hope you're feeling better.
Who's that?
Troy Sutton.
Okay, I didn't
He's
get
been
down
in
there.
the
Hey, Troy
hospital.
Sutton. Hey, Gwen, Broke Cowgirl. Hey, Ark Wildman.
Heather, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Good to see you, Ark Wellman. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Nancy, Our Treasured Home. Hey, Butler Family Farm.
Nancy.
Paula McNatt. Good to see you all.
Hello.
Hey,
Hugo.
CB.
Yeah. Hugo Homestead. Good to see you, CB.
Yes. Yes, yes. Y'all ready to set some goals?
Yes.
Y'all
Yes.
ready for this?
I know that's what I was thinking of too when you said it. Yes, I
Oh,
am. Got my pencil and some paper here.
so far I'm a fail at my goal for today.
Aw, what was your goal for today?
My goal for today was to get up early
Uh huh.
and put the second coat of paint on the bedroom before
Uh huh.
this live.
Mm-hmm. So,
Nah.
not yet. Well, hey, do you have a goal out there about making sure you get good rest? Because maybe that goal contradicted the other goal that should supersede it. Just saying.
Nah, I'm pretty good at doing that. I just
You must have needed your sleep.
I'm sore.
Did you see what Gwen said? Mountain Grandma, pressure can, pressure can, pressure can. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Shawkin Ranch. Good to see you.
Hey, Veronica. Yeah, I was honestly, I woke up and I was sore, and I said to myself, the other thing was I said to myself, I don't want to get started, and if I don't finish it in time,
Yep.
worry about it drying and all that. So
Yeah.
right after this, I'm going to get going, get it
Yeah.
done, and I think we're going to throw the electric heat on in there just to dry it up quick so we can get stuff put back.
There you go. And then you'll be
But
nice and cozy when you're in there painting too.
yeah,
It sounds
yes,
like the more efficient way to have approached it.
yeah,
Good. That's what I say. You're good. One of my goals this year is to, like, over the holidays, I didn't even like take a ton of time off from work. I was off like a week and a half. I mean, and that included the holiday of Christmas and the holiday of New Year's. So like my days off, it's not like I hit up my vacation time real hard or anything. But it was enough time for me to be lazy and then do stuff and then be lazy again. And
good,
I feel like so then when I went back to work, I feel like I was at such a better place and I don't want to lose that. So I was actually, I mean, I don't, one of my things is make sure I take care of myself. So Sunday
good.
night, I had like some stomach stuff going on. I was up like a ridiculous amount of time Sunday night with the stomach thing. And I woke up Monday morning to my alarm. I was like, oh God, I'm not doing it. I need more sleep. I don't feel well still. I can still feel my stomach's bothering me. And I would have pushed myself and worked even though I was sick and maybe throughout the day had some head on the desk moments, um, or felt the stress and the guilt of being away from my laptop if I had to step away to take care of myself, get drinks, go to the bathroom, like whatever. And I didn't do it. I couldn't help it. I did join a meeting and then it turned into another one. But at least I still only worked like 3 hours of my sick day off, which I don't know, anybody out there, can you feel me on this? Like, it's real difficult for me to step away from responsibilities. I'm very task oriented, blah, 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 blah. But I have to take care of myself this year. So when you say you slept in, that's what it has me thinking about, because that's like up at the top of my list. I have to prioritize my health this year.
Yes, you do, because if you don't, you're not going to be there to be able to take care of everything.
Yeah.
And it's
Or you're going to
frustrating.
do it and it's going to be a crappy job.
Right. But
Right.
it's not only that, you're
Mm-hmm.
I always did the same.
Mm-hmm.
I always did the
I know you
same.
did.
And the
Yeah.
one thing that I realized was I was putting myself at risk
Yes.
for other people who really didn't care if
Yeah.
I was fighting through it or not, because the bottom
Yeah.
line is you could be the world's best employee.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be negative, but just reality based is
Yeah.
you're an employee and you could do all the things you need to do and be the best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the reality of it is you can be replaced in an instant.
Yeah. You can die and nobody's going to care too much. They're not going to lose too much sleep over it.
Right. They just keep
Adding
putting
that
on
little
you.
piece
Hey,
in there.
Christy Bomb.
Hey, Christy Baum. Good to see you.
So that's not what's important in life. What's important in life is taking care of yourself.
Yeah. And another one. So the industry I'm in is very, there's a lot of urgent thing. Like, you want to have the appropriate amount of urgency considered when you're addressing things, right? Different things. And there's always something urgent, to be honest, like all of it's urgent. So how do you address those urgency things without causing your body to trigger the fight or flight stress hormones? You know? And I think this rolls over to, I hope you guys don't mind me sharing this and that it's helpful for you, because I feel like even in homesteading life, separate from work, dealing with family, you're still going to have things like that require urgency. But can you handle the urgency, give it the priority and attention it deserves without triggering your own stress hormones and putting your body into fight or flight syndrome, whether your brain is comprehending that you're doing that anyways, because maybe it's such a habit to respond to things in a certain way.
And I'd rather have my stress hormones triggered by a sick animal versus an employer.
Yeah. Yeah. Sick animal / baby, fur baby, or I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
baby, depending on what the animal is, but.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's different because you're on your time for the most part versus, other stuff. And that's what really irritates me is that, who CB at Hugo Homestead said employers don't help you with work-life balance. They feel that's your job. Mm-hmm. I've had them post about balance, like balance classes. And it's like, but they're not helping with the balance.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they're piling it on. And there's always new.
Yes.
There's always like new. So I'll give you an example. So I worked with human beings, right? It wasn't widgets.
Yeah.
But they pushed productivity on us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a big thing in our industry was no-show rates. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like an ethical issue. You can't go out and grab people off the street and make them come in.
Yeah.
And so you want to reduce no-show rates. So it's like you're almost taking away someone's self-determination to make the decision to come to therapy. I mean, that's their choice.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to highlight this comment too, because we are taught in school, anybody who sends their kids to school sick are setting them up for challenges in balancing and having a good balance later in life, I believe. That's just my thought, but I love this comment that CB shared, because kids are pushed, and they go to school where they're kind of taught society norms and really taught how to be a good employee. I think that's where a lot of that happened. That was the whole goal, I think. This is up for debate, but
No, I mean, think about it. Parents are strung out, right? And they're trying to make ends meet, and they need their jobs to support their families. And so they bring their kids to daycare or send them to school when
yeah,
they're sick because they're trying to keep their job too sometimes.
yeah, that's right.
So it's like, and that's all stuff that's teaching them, because what was I taught? Work, 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 work,
Work,
work, work,
work,
work,
work.
work, work, work,
Yes,
work.
me too. I had two workaholic parents.
Yep, suck it
So,
up and work.
Yeah, yeah. And then if you're a people pleaser, you can,
Yeah.
you really, because the whole, I am a great team member. Can I just say that? I am a phenomenal team member, and I will absolutely put other people before myself. But
Absolutely, Christy Baum. Suck it up, Buttercup, right? And then
yeah,
Tina, hello, Life in the Piedmont.
hey, Tina.
I mean, Heather, that 6 days a week.
Yeah, that's rough.
6 days a
And
week.
look at the hours.
I know, but like if you did it 5 days a week, even that's crazy, but 6?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I can't imagine. So
Yeah.
Rebecca had touched by yarn said, yes, she was ready for goals. She was showing some enthusiasm there.
Awesome.
What are your goals, Rebecca? I'd
Yeah.
like to know.
Everybody, I'd like to hear what everybody's like. What are your top? Give us what do you think, Lisa? Top 3? I mean,
Top
we
3?
have 7, but what are your top 3?
Oh yeah, top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3.
Yeah.
And Butler Family Farm, feel free to share yours. I mean, I want everybody to share theirs.
Yeah.
I just called on Rebecca because she sounded like she was enthusiastic.
Yeah. Give it to us. Top 3 goals.
Top 3 goals. Let's hear it.
You might have a good one that I'm going to be like, oh, I need that. Not that I need another goal.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's kind of hard to organize top 3s. I got a list. I started a list of what would I like to get done, because I was finding a challenge with just saying, what are my goals? You know what I mean? So I thought I'd start with, what would I like to get done?
That's great, Gwen. I miss so much.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Rebecca, organizing my yarn better is my number one goal. I'm not sure what the next 2 will be. Ooh, I have an idea for you, Rebecca. I saw somebody use a pegboard for organizing their yarn. A pegboard with the hooks, and they put the yarn on it.
Very cool.
I thought that was cool. So that's really good.
I like that book idea from Christy Baum.
Ooh, yeah. Mastering gluten-free baking for my health, continues to clutter each room and get back to walking when it warms up. Good for you, Tina.
That's awesome.
Tina, I don't know if you've done any reading on, I know that there are some folks who have a literal gluten allergy. So if you have that, never mind. But I just found this interesting. There's a lot of research that says, turns out it wasn't the gluten, it was the glycophosphate.
Interesting.
Just throwing that out there.
And how do you get rid of the glycophosphate?
Yeah, by making your own food.
Okay.
It's because it's in
Does that include the grinding of the wheat berries?
I believe so. I haven't done a lot of research on it because I've never had a problem with gluten. But I do know, like, for folks who have like celiac disease, gluten is the enemy.
Yeah.
And I totally am not discounting that, because there are people who have it. However, I think that a lot of people jumped on the gluten issue, and it turned out it was glycophosphate. That's what people say. So
interesting. Thanks for sharing that.
But for each their own. I totally, I respect whatever. Hey, Christine.
All right, I want to talk about this book for a minute, because I haven't read it, but I want to. I'm going to get that book. And here's the thing, one of my gardening goals, and this is kind of like a life goal, right? Like I feel it could roll over. I need to garden more with what I have, because what I grew, wait, not garden more, but grow more with the garden that I have, because I feel like I'm not capitalizing on the space that I have available. And likewise, with other things, we could all ask ourselves, are we really capitalizing on the time that we have available? So we're not going to get any more time in a day, right? But is there a way for us to maybe get more out of life? And it kind of comes down to habits, right? Like, do we have atomic habits that are getting in our way? And hello, Christine, Miss Gillen Farms. Thank you so much for coming.
Paula said, more time for me and my family, better garden space and a larger pantry. That's awesome, Paula. I love it.
That is awesome.
Heather said, rebuilding farm stand, website, craft room functional for sewing and crafts.
Awesome.
And then she added to it, hold on, there was a fourth one.
Okay.
Do you see her fourth? Oh, there it is, getting monetized. How far are you away?
I think she's like 800 away.
Oh, okay. Butler Family Farm wants to get 100K by the end of the year.
That's awesome.
Get the koi pond finished. Get the rest of the fencing done. Yeah, fencing is good stuff. Hard work.
It is hard work. I was going to say koi pond fun, fencing not so much, but still valuable.
Oh, good for you, Christy Baum. Starting your sourdough journey. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Hey, G Mama. Good to see you.
Hey, G Mama Grows. Thanks for coming.
So Tina said, yeah, I've heard that. Never had the issues until Lyme and the thyroid. Oh, wow. Fascinating.
Yep. We're listing goals, Christine. Give us 3. Your top 3 for this year. Troy Sutton
put back on 50 pounds weight and muscle mass, rehab to walk better and live a normal lifestyle. Those are great goals.
Those are great goals.
You can do this.
You can.
Oh, here's one. Using up yarn and fabric before buying more, but new yarn is pretty.
I know. Oh my gosh. So we're doing the eating from our pantry this month. So I'm not grocery shopping. And we're trying to, and I've seen like they got yarn sales or yarn sales, fabric sales. I'm like, no, stay away from the sales.
Oh, I like that, Christine.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I like that.
Like number 1, so important, enhancing our herb knowledge.
Yep.
And minimize all rooms in my house. Yes. Sounds like.
We are kind of doing that as we go through each room. We did it last year and we've really done well. Of course, right now I'm sitting in one room that has 2 rooms in it of furniture and stuff. And that's because we're painting the other one. But this room is going to be painted next. But that's what we're doing is we're kind of up against a financial deadline, if you will. And so we are trying to get what we can done in the house, while there's income. So we're trying to do that.
Yep. That's awesome and fun. And it's going to put you at a good place for the year, Yep.
Yep. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm thinking, Christy, for me this year, I have got I do want another garden bed. I want a little more space to grow stuff, but is there some way I can make it easier? I was thinking about last week when we met, Lisa. It's so much work. Like I've not tried to do the whole, extended water hose thing, right? Where you just turn it on and you let the hoses water your plants for you. I've not tried that like ever. I've never had a system set up like that, but I think I might want to try it on at least a small scale this year, at least with one of the beds. And then fertilizer. I never fertilize anything. My garden beds have been free of fertilizers. I mean, short of like banana peels and eggshells. And I don't even feel like, and at the beginning of the year, I use compost. Seasonally, I do not fertilize. And I think that's where I'm messing up. What do you think, Lisa? Because
Are you composting chicken bedding?
yeah, chicken bedding and goat manure. Like we have a pile.
Perfect.
It's a pile. Like, shovel, please put it over here, guys. Like that's kind of the method. So that when spring comes, I use that, but I used all of it. And then I could have gone out there and gotten, more during the season. And I didn't. And
Yeah.
I never, okay, somebody correct. It's called a drip system. Thank you, Butler Family Farm. But I've never gone out and fertilized once a month. Like I'm interested to hear how people tend to do that. That's something I want to learn this year.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to spit all of that out.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Christine. Because if you have like we have tons of subscribers, but not everybody comes and watches. So, and yes, glad you're home, Troy.
Yeah.
Nancy said, finish my cookbook, using up what I have, finish one project before starting another. That is a big one.
Yeah. Don't let yourself is what you do. That's what I do with like when I'm crocheting. I never have more than one crochet thing going on. And when I'm sewing, I know what order I'm sewing them in, and I can't start something. I need to share pictures on my community page because I just showed the grandbaby's dolls some little nightgowns that match the pajamas I made them at Christmas. And I crocheted a sweater for one of the littlest grandbaby.
So cute.
But I won't let myself start the next crochet thing until that crochet thing's done. And then I don't let myself start the next sewing thing until that sewing thing's done. And once you do that, it does make you work quicker because it's kind of like not eating after you brush your teeth at night, because then you're going to have to brush your teeth again. But anything that's going to be like that trigger for you to hurry up and do something or to not do something.
Rebecca, can you use that? I mean, it's great to give it away. Don't get me wrong, but can you use that rough and itchy yarn for something else, like a rug or something like that? Just a suggestion. Great soil. Compost is the best. Soil health is key. Rarely fertilized. Use my composted chicken litter and goat barn clean out.
That's fertilizer, though.
It is. It is. That's what I try to do too. Yeah. I am of that opinion too, and I'll tell you why. I have to sit out there and watch it because of the water struggles in this part of the country.
We have really hard water, so I thought they're going to plug up the holes.
Oh, they will. And then one of the things that I was thinking was like, I'd rather just go out and water it every day. And I do the deep watering because I've got the attachment so I can go below the plants and stuff. So that's pretty good.
It'd be nice to not have to do it every day, though.
Yeah, I know, but I found that it really works well.
Okay, here we go. Tina doesn't fertilize once a month. She has a pretty good garden every year, too. For those onions, those nitrogen eaters, huh? Calcium and phosphorus. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what works for one person won't work for another, right? Oh, I don't know the numbers, but I know ours is super, super duper hard water, and I need a water softener even for my house, and I don't have one.
Yeah. One of the goals that we've set for this year is, because for the past 5 years it's been the same, just get to a point where we actually have a lot. And we did it last year, right?
You did.
And so, of course it was a good year, right? Other years may not be that good, and I get that.
Yeah.
But I just ordered seeds.
Oh, awesome.
And the reason why is we're going to do more of an experimental year.
That's fun.
Year. And so I don't think I'll be doing a ton of tomatoes. Well, I know I won't be doing a ton of tomatoes. I may plant one or two, or something like that, but not a lot. But we are going to plant some bush squash. So it's basically a bush variety, acorn squash, that kind of thing, to see if we can get more of that and find, how that goes and so on.
Yeah.
The other thing is I'm also finding that it's time to change up and rotate crops. I know
Mm-hmm.
people do it every year. I don't always have that luxury because we don't have the sun in the same spots.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, I think we're
That's
going to
right.
not grow onions and
Mm-hmm.
try to grow the squash and certain things, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea. And be more focused in your efforts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I like that.
Um,
Oh, I know about that Red Heart polyester old yarn. Yeah, I don't like that stuff either.
yeah, I mean, see, you wonder if
I
you
think
need,
it's fine for a hat, though.
yeah, I do too, because you can add
Mhm.
fabric softener when you wash it.
Yep. So looks like she fertilizes a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've
need
used the
her to
slow
do that.
release. This year, we're hoping to have enough from the rear compost pile that's been out there for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ryan's been turning it over.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can't get water down there. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the snow hits it and we try to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did Butler Family Farm? Oh, yeah, they did share their goals. Sorry.
Yeah, that's really cool in the koi pond.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your goals, Tammy, besides the pressure canning?
Right. Pressure canning is one of my, I would have said pressure canning is one of my top three. And I would have also said, I gotta get healthy. And that's a huge overarching one. But I have found what I've been doing lately is there's all kinds of 10-minute workouts on YouTube. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and there's 10-minute workouts for over 50 because even though I used to be, on track and cross country and lifted weights and all of this, I was even jogging when I was pregnant and didn't know it at the time. I was jogging and thinking I was really out of shape.
Yeah, that's great, Gwen.
So even though all of that, I don't have the same muscle that I had, and I've got to be very, very careful. So there's even like 10-minute workouts over 50 that are kind of easy. I'm taking it nice and slow, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to do 2 or 3 of those a day because they're fun. I mean, I could do it
Nice.
myself and set a timer, but when you turn on a video on TV and you're seeing, what somebody else thought of, and you can acclimate them to your own physical health or your knees if you have bad knees, your back if you have a bad back,
Yep.
there's ways of kind of tweaking that, but I'm trying to do that at least twice a day, thinking there's 20 minutes, and I've found that I really really like waking up to a 10-minute stretch in the morning.
Good for
So
you.
yes, of my 20 minutes, one of them is just going to be stretching.
Hey, no, 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 no. That's awesome.
And who knows, maybe the other one will be too if I it's just like right before bed and I'm like, oh shoot, because I don't know if she's here, but Ann Philbeck, who is a friend that we'll see on different YouTube lives and things, she had spoke up and said as she got older, she'd wake up and she'd, those first 3 steps, guys, just say it. You get out of bed, those first 3 steps sometimes are awful. And she was saying to make that better, to stretch before you go to bed. And then she really feels a difference in how she wakes up in the morning, that she's not, and I've been doing that, and she's
Wow.
100% correct. 100%
Wow.
correct. So I'm about maybe almost a week in. Where I really struggle is the continuity and being consistent with any kind of exercise or diet thing. So I'm doing that. And then I'm trying to do the intermittent fasting and just, the really cutting out the sugar, or at least cutting it down really low. So if I do have something that I know has sugar in it, I don't have to feel too guilty about it.
Right.
So, yeah. Well, actually, Heather, you're right. But even stretching before you go to bed at night, it makes a difference. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Nice.
Christine's doing the intermittent fasting also. And I mean, we'll see. Hopefully that helps. So there's that one. So we got pressure canning, we've got the get healthy, and there's a couple different things involved in that. And then I'm with Christine on the just trying to get closer to God and get myself to that place where he lights my path. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
when I wake up in the morning, say a quick prayer. If I, read a verse in the Bible, I don't have to read like a whole bunch of stuff. If I could just read something, just let God in that way. And then, try to find multiple opportunities. We always pray before we eat, even if it's a brief one, we do that. But the more, thoughtful, I guess, prayers is thank you, Lord, for this food. God, please give it, whatever. Like you're real quick. Sometimes you're like, thank you for this food. I'm just saying, if you're hungry,
Wow.
being honest here, guys.
I love the honesty.
But, kind of my more thoughtful prayers, the thank yous and forgive me fors,
Yeah.
including the stuff we don't even know we do wrong, because I'm sure that's all the time. But
I love the honesty.
yeah. So anyhow, that's on my list. Yes, and the Monday night Bible study. Oh shoot, I don't have it next to me. I got the book. So the Monday night Bible studies, I love those. I set my alarm for it, and it's scheduled time for me to really pay attention and focus. Yeah. And hear what everybody has to say and have myself a learning opportunity. And blown away by last night's Bible study. It was Creekside Maples was up there, and I won't keep this too long, but I did want to share this because I was so wowed. There are places in the Bible, where everybody knows, like there's places in the Bible it says, whenever you die or leave this earth, you're going to come with me in heaven. It actually says, sit in the seat, sit in my seat with me. And I was like, holy smokes. Yes, it was Tony from Creekside Maples did this lesson. And it was the last one of a series of 6 steps to the throne. But it was really cool, so enlightening. And there's like aha moments like that I want to have. And the next session they're going to do is on Philippians. There's a book. I will post it in my community tab so y'all can see the book because I just got mine. But anyways, those are probably my top 3. And then I have a whole bunch of other ones too.
Hey, Tina Ladybug, sending you love and hugs as always, my friend.
Yeah. Hey, Tina. Thanks for coming. How about you, Lisa? What's your top 3?
Hey, Money Pit.
Good to see you, Money Pit.
Getting the house in order. So, like I said, we've got some rooms we've got to paint. We've got to get some things done here that we don't normally worry about. I'm going to be honest. We are so
I would love
plain Jane simple.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care. But we're trying to get things in order so that way it's a weight off of us.
Yeah.
And hopefully it doesn't need to be done for many years to come is the point.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. Experimenting in the garden this year again, to try and do some different things. I'm going to say that's it. I do have another one in my head. I'm just, getting this stuff up and ready to sell at fairs and stuff. I've made a lot of progress on making stuff, but I don't know where I'm going to be with that, but I'm definitely want to do it this year.
Yeah. That's where I started running into a challenge with really identifying my goals. And I started a what I would like to get done list. And then from that, I could, and this is what I'd suggest anybody do. If you feel like you're having a hard time with your goals or anything, what do you want to get done? Because we all have an idea of what we want to get done, like things we want to do, right? Even if it's not get done, but do. Because on our list, my husband and I do want to try to travel a little bit this year and get away from the homestead and have fun.
Hey, Barb.
Yes, it was, Christine.
Thanks, Christine.
Amazing.
Yes, Gwen, we will be. We will be. We are hoping that both sows farrow this year. Although for us, it's not a lot of pressure because the market is hard to sell here because kunis are now flooded. I've seen a lot of people getting out of them now because the market is flooded. But here, even though the market may be flooded, meaning the people who wanted them can get them now, we're still in a very traditional ranching state
Mm-hmm.
where commercial hogs rule, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Um,
Hey, Barb's Country Home.
but we do plan on doing it because I want to do it as long as we can, because probably once they no longer farrow, we'll probably keep them anyway. But
Yeah. I have a question for you.
yeah.
What about your breasty chickens? Have you thought about selling any of the eggs or the chicks? Do you have a rooster? I guess I should start with.
No, we don't have a rooster. Well, we have a rooster, but not a breast rooster.
Gotcha.
So what happened was last year we had planned to do the American breast chickens and compare them to the Cornish cross. Ryan is not all about them. He's all about the Cornish cross.
Yeah.
That's just where
It
he's
is
at.
nice. It's nice that they're like ready to be processed in 8 weeks.
Well, yeah. And the other thing was I was trying to think of this would be more self-sustaining if we set up a separate coop. We would get a rooster. We would do all that. Well, lo and behold, 3 months without water at the time they should have been butchered, we threw them in with our laying flock.
Uh-huh.
So right now they are not breed pure because they're with our other rooster, which we could fix, because if we ever got a rooster, we could put them in there.
Yeah,
But
you could.
they're laying, so we do sell their eggs.
Because that's a thing, and they're hard to find. Our chickens are not producing real well.
No.
And I am ready for new chicks. And I told my husband, I'm like, finally, I want to get, but I was watching Vineyard Chicks Live, and they have I think they said Orpingtons.
Yes.
That can also be like meat birds. Well, like they can be raised as a meat bird if you want to process them. And they have a significant amount of meat on them, I guess. They said they like their personality and stuff. But I still wanted to get the breasties, but I'm thinking, if I can't find them, what am I going to get?
The Orpingtons. I have a lavender Orpington who is my absolute favorite chicken, follows me around like a puppy. Her name is Lucy. I don't know that I gotta butcher them.
Oh, because they're so sweet.
So sweet. But here's the thing. Here's the funniest thing. Those American breasts were treated like meat birds. Like, no, like I didn't spend time with them.
Did you give them meat bird feed?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
And then I switched them over when we brought them in the layer flock. Well, anyway, they are the quirkiest, funniest birds.
Are they?
They come up to the porch when they hear us come out, and one goes right over to Diesel, and it's hilarious.
Aw. Hey, Robin.
They're hilarious. But we would, we ended up getting the breasts in the store, and we would totally get them. So I don't know. Hey, Jennifer Ocean. Hey, Gail Southern Living.
Oh, Christine.
Hey, Garden State so-and-so.
Her Buff Orpingtons ate all the eggs.
Have a good day, Paula.
Bye, Paula.
Yeah, I really like the Orpingtons. I thought they were great birds. I had a bunch of them. Unfortunately, they succumbed in an attack. But she was one of the remaining ones, and she did amazing. She was just incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have the Jersey Giants too, and I have to say I don't find them to be that much larger than
what is
my
our
other ones. Oh, I love Rhode Island Reds.
Oh, Rhode Island Reds. And you use
I don't eat them for meat. I like them for eggs.
I love a Rhode Island Red. Yeah. Usually one of them ends up with the name of Mama.
Yeah.
Mama. They're just so sweet.
I told Ryan we're gonna go back to white leghorns and Rhode Island Reds for the coop.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charles. Yeah, I got a bunch of them too. Dummies.
Ours do pretty good. Well, hey, but I'm like, yes, perfect timing. Anybody have any, I know we've got a lot of channels in here. Anybody got any YouTube goals for this year? Do you have a YouTube goal for this year, Lisa?
Actually make a video.
Okay.
I haven't been on as much. I just been busy and trying to get
roughly 48, like one a week.
Yeah.
What we got left.
Well, I mean, it's just like there's so much going on, and I don't know. I'm not one to film everything.
Yeah, me too.
Like I'll do a short on something
Hmm.
because I tend to post on Reels on Instagram, so
Hmm.
I already have it. But
Yeah.
I just I don't know. It's just not worth it for me.
Oh, here we go. Christine, YouTube goals: 2 videos a month.
Yeah, I'm with you, Gwen.
And Gwen says she has not made a full video length in a while.
Yeah. I
Do
mean,
you
that's the thing.
notice? I feel like there is a connection between how much YouTube pushes out your content versus and I don't want to say quantity of videos, because I have seen where people are, man, they're on it and they're just pumping those videos out, but it doesn't look like the videos are being pushed out. Whereas, so there's that happy medium. It feels like 1 to 2 videos a week, and YouTube will push those videos out. If there's like 1 to 2 a week consistently, then I feel like they start to get more attention and might end up on the homepage.
Yeah, consistency is important. But I think, there's a big shift in social media,
Oh my
you
gosh, I
know.
didn't know Barb wasn't monetized.
No, well, she was very sick.
She was very sick, but I thought she was monetized before that. How close
No.
are you, Barb?
Um, and that's the thing, like, we have older content that is consistently being viewed.
Same.
And that's great, but it's just like I'm not going to make a video just to make a video.
Yeah. Well, because it needs to be okay. So, what I've seen and what it feels like, it's definitely quality over quantity.
Yes.
Because those videos, oh my goodness. So, okay, I'm going to talk dollars here. And I'm finally monetized. Everybody knows, but seriously, like, I'm not making a lot of money from YouTube.
Not
But I
making a
had,
living off it.
no, absolutely not.
Hey,
Um,
my slice of heaven.
Hey, my slice of heaven. So I had a candied pecan video that YouTube loves. And I've made, just since I got monetized, I don't know, like $35 off of this one video.
Woohoo!
Mind you, though, my total so far is like, I don't know, 105. Like, I haven't got a first check yet, but that candy pecan video gets pushed out. So does it, like they like my lemon balm video. They like what's another one? The Yarrow one, but there's a few like this. There's like, I don't know, maybe 4 videos that I notice get viewed a lot and get pushed out. Oh, so she's Barb's at 2,000, so she's still
Okay.
trying to get to the 3,000. Okay.
Yeah, Christine, I refuse to pay for anything more related to YouTube. I will never pay to be promoted
Mm-hmm.
because usually what you end up getting is a ton of subscribers
I don't watch.
and nobody's watching. Not only that, it's against community guidelines to pay for all that.
And you know what I worry about? Because I have some videos that they've pushed out. If
Unless
I,
they're coming through YouTube. I guess YouTube is doing things differently. I don't
yeah,
know. I'm
yeah.
not paying for
Hmm.
anything
But
because the return on investment is nothing.
yeah.
Sorry, Tammy, go ahead.
Hey, Andale. I worry that if I
Hi, Ann.
did the promotion, well, I've told them that I'll go there. And then are they going to push my videos out, or am I going to have to pay them to push my video out? And I don't want to even set up that kind of a relationship, if you will, with the YouTube powers that be. Like, let them just, I'm not promoting anything. I'm doing my best, and I'm expecting as the platform that they're going to be fair and they're going to push out content that the YouTube community seems to respond well to, you know?
I do me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm weird. I'm awkward. I'm quirky. Like it or don't.
Love it, Lisa. We love it.
I'm not looking to be rich. I'm not looking to be a millionaire. I
Mm-hmm.
started it to document our journey. Unfortunately, now we got a lot going on, but it's not.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that fun though?
But it's not like we're building our homestead anymore. We've built it. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yep.
We're not expanding anymore. So it's
No,
like,
you're on to different stuff.
yeah. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
people watch because they want to watch, and if people don't, don't.
Oh, see? Christine's okay, so she's seen some stuff I haven't seen. There's been people who've done videos about how promotions mess your channel up later. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. True.
Hey,
True.
Ginger.
Oh, and Barb's never done a live. Yeah, that would help, Barb. Even if it's a chicken watch.
Yeah. Watch
People
your
like that.
chickens and be in the
Mm-hmm.
chat.
Yeah. There is lots of maintenance.
Oh, lots of maintenance for sure. But I mean, how many videos am I
Hey,
going to
Ginger.
show? How many videos am I going to show of fixing a fence? You know what I mean? Like, that's just.
So I have some older content that I've thought about. Like, it's stuff I need to do again. Like, I need to do some fire cider again, for example. I need to make some more instant chai tea. I need to do that. So I've done videos on it before, but it's so long ago, I might just do another one. So I don't know, Lisa. I think that if you do something you already did, that's okay. I feel like it kind of depends on how long ago it was.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just, I don't know.
It's just not as fun, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think of all the people who faithfully watch my channel, and I think, why should they be subjected to the same information all the time?
Okay. All right. I'm going to throw it out there. If you fixed a fence again, I wouldn't feel that way.
Okay.
Just saying.
And Barb's Country Home, I typed in the chat, but you would be surprised. People will watch. But just keep in mind this. Yeah. If you do 1 live, 2, 3, 4 lives, and not a lot of people come, understand it's not your chickens. It's because you're just starting doing lives. Consistency with lives changes over time.
It does. And if you could pick a day a week, that helps. Yeah, Ann Dale said she redoes information all the time.
Everybody does, and it's recommended. I'm just a weirdo.
Yep. Well, okay, so one of your goals, Lisa. All right, I'm your accountability buddy over here. And if anybody who doesn't have an accountability buddy, you should get one. So I'm your friend that's going to say things straight up.
That's right.
I'm going to say one of your goals is to do a video. And I'm going to tell you that maybe you should consider or challenge yourself to break from what so far has been the norm and do something that you've already done before and approach it with an open mind to see if you like the outcome.
Okie dokie.
Christine says Lisa's in the winter funk right now.
Lisa's busy painting rooms here.
Oh gosh, and that's so fun.
It's fun when it's done.
Mm-hmm, when it's done. It's kind of fun during.
It's fun when it's done.
Painting party.
If I didn't have to do ceilings, there would be no complaints. I could handle it.
Oh gosh.
I can't stand.
Oh, well, see, I'm too short.
Crazy.
No ceiling for me. And I'm also really clumsy. So, using any kind of a step stool would not be a good idea.
Yeah. Well, Barb, if you love painting, get on a plane and get your butt up here. Yes, Charles, this is why I love you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at Christine. And I think she's talking about YouTube. Did you see what she said, Lisa? Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah. Ginger saying ceilings warm, right?
Paint fumes.
Mm-hmm. All right, we've only got a couple minutes.
Listen to Tammy putting on the time constraints. You go, girl.
I have a 1 o'clock.
I know, but I love it.
Hey, I have a question for everybody that's in the chat. Is there anything, like we try to talk about goals here. We want to motivate people. Does anybody have anything that they would like us to do this year?
And if you don't, or you do, and just add on to this, if you're struggling with how to reach a goal, do you want help with it? Because we could do that in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah. And maybe we should talk more about your regular, you should do a live stretch or workout. Oof. Do you guys notice when I do videos, I don't usually show even my face?
Okay, look. I may have to draw the line on that one. I will be the moderator.
Hey, but Heather might do it on hers. Heather's doing like fitness, get healthy lives on Wednesdays. Heather, what time are your Wednesday lives?
Charles wants you to send him cookies.
That's what he wants to
And
do.
the reason why I say this is,
Oh, look at Christine's asking what your favorite cookies are.
and the reason why I'm throwing this to you because you're the one who makes them.
Me and all of my baking.
Oh, Tammy wait a minute, not Tammy.
Yeah. Tina's saying, Tammy, we have talked about this because I don't like to have myself. I don't like myself in a video, so I'm certainly not going to do any stretching. Motivations, techniques. Yep, on her Wednesdays. And you got to share what time it is, Heather, because I forgot.
Oh, I thought she was saying for us to do that in a future live.
She was, but it's not going to happen. I'm diverting her over to Heather. Christine, absolutely. Absolutely. Charles says anybody that wants to send him cookies, he will take them. Oh, yeah. 3 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesdays.
Look on the bright side. Charles at Bushcraft is not asking for money. He's asking for cookies.
Yeah.
So whereas you get these folks on TV that are like, send me this money.
Right.
He just wants cookies.
He just wants cookies.
So
watch his mailbox gets flooded with cookies.
If you are so inclined, send Charles at Bushcraft Family some cookies.
Yep. And his son. Make sure you put enough in there for the both of them.
Uh-oh. What's your favorite cookie, Charles?
Christine says she was teasing. There's no way she would exercise on a live or video. I'm so glad there's people that do, though. Seriously, if anybody is looking for some kind of motivation to exercise, go on YouTube. Put in 10-minute stretch or 10-minute workout, or it could be 10-minute stomach routine or 10-minute, leg workout or what. There's everything on there. It's so fun.
How to drink coffee on a YouTube live. You didn't miss a collab, Tina. You didn't miss one.
Yep. All right. Ginger.
Do you put your tongue out like a lot of people do? I make weird faces too. I'm like, whatever. Okay, so Charles, I'd like you to report back next week on Tammy's channel how many boxes of cookies you received.
Right. Oh, Christine. Oh, my goodness. So that's so funny because I'm in clinical research and Lisa's been in healthcare also. That's funny. Common denominator there.
Yeah, you can't. That's why there's always a disclaimer. I'm not a vet. I'm not giving you advice. This is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys.
Favorite cookie equals any. All right. Well, you get those cookies out to Charles because we're going to be taking a tally next week. Okay.
Next week on Mountain Grandma channel.
We will be on Mountain Grandma's channel next week.
Yep.
And bring your stuff. Be ready to talk about goals.
Yes. Goals.
Oh, yes. My slice of heaven. Okay. I will keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all.
That is a good idea. Yeah. And hey, don't forget this week, do some stuff.
Do some stuff. Do anything.
Put it on paper. What would I like to get done? And see if you can't check something off. And we'll see you next week. Have a good one, everybody.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.